Welcome to class 12th topic CSS. Okay, today we will study cascading style sheets in HTML. Generally CSS stands for cascading style sheet and we have to use that CSS in HTML5. So CSS is used to apply style to our web page. CSS generally describes how HTML elements are to be displayed on screen or in other media. CSS saves lot of time, lot of work, as well as it saves time of the developer. It can control layout of multiple web pages all at once. CSS allows to control look and feel of several pages by change in single source or single code file. In CSS, there is a particular syntax to write code. First, CSS is set of rule that contain selector and declaration block. Means CSS rule set is divided into two parts. First part is selector and second part is declaration block. CSS is divided into two sections. Selector section, and this is inside curly bracket, this is the declaration block. Okay. Selector can be any particularly HTML element that user want to provide style. That means h1 as a selector, it means h1 body p, any particularly HTML element can consider as a selector, as like particularly any tag without angular bracket we have to write as a selector. Okay, and inside the declaration block contain different types of properties separated with a semicolon. Means the declaration block can contain one or more declaration and which is separated by semicolon. In this example, color colon yellow and font dash size, these two different properties are included in this declaration block. Means each declaration contain property name and its value separated by semicolon. Okay, this is actually syntax of our CSS. Selector, then property, its value, semicolon, after that second property, its value, close curly bracket. Then next point, property. The property means what in CSS syntax? Property is the type of attribute in HTML element. Means it may be as like attribute of HTML element. It could be color, border, that properties we already study in HTML. That is that in HTML we generally write attributes and its value. In CSS we have to write it as property and its value. It particularly value means value are assigned to the CSS property. Each property having its particularly different values. In the above example, value yellow is assigned. In this example, value yellow is assigned to which particular property? Color property. Means color is the name of property and yellow value is assigned for that particular property, color property. That means selector property 1, its value 1, property 2 and its value 2. This is also syntax of CSS. Property means in a particularly type of attribute of HTML element, and value is used to assign particular value for that properties. There are three, now we have to learn types of CSS. There are three methods or types of CSS implemented in particular to provide style to HTML element. There are three types. First type is inline CSS. Second type is embedded or particularly internal style sheet, embedded style sheet or internal CSS, and third type is external style sheet or external CSS. These are different three types of CSS. So we have to learn first type of CSS, that is inline CSS. Inline CSS is used to apply style to the specific HTML element. It uses style attribute in the HTML start tag. It uses style as an attribute for any HTML tag. Inline CSS is used to apply style CSS for single line or element. Means you can use inline CSS for any tag such as paragraph tag, such as heading tag. You can apply style for single HTML element or single line. For example, in this example, P style equals to style as an attribute, as like HTML I place here style as an attribute, style equal to inside double quotation color colon green. That means we have to set color green and font size 30 semicolon, next font dash size 30 pixel. For this hello CSS text, means inside paragraph tag we write which text, hello CSS, and for that hello CSS text we have to apply which style. With the help of inline style we have to place here style as attribute, and equal in after equal to sign we can place these properties in this way. The output of this example will be hello CSS text size is increases and its color is changed as a green. In this way you can apply style for any HTML element. Okay. Next, second type of CSS is internal or external CSS, internal or embed. Next type is internal or embedded style sheet. Then third type is external CSS. Internal CSS, that means that will be applied for single web page. Internal CSS is for single web page or single document. Then it can affect all the element on the web page. Internal CSS is used to apply the style for all element of our web page. It is written inside internal CSS or embedded CSS uses style tag within head section. Means to use internal CSS we have to use style tag inside the head section, and style tag is a peer tag. So this is example of internal CSS. For example, doc type HTML, then HTML tag, next head tag, inside style tag, open style tag and close style tag we have to place this selector. Here we create h1 as a selector. Inside curly bracket we write here color colon red. Means for this heading color will be applied red. The style sheet is applied on this heading. Inside body section we write this particularly h1 tag, and for this paragraph p tag the style will not apply because selector is here h1. How the result will be shown? The output of that example is red color is applied for this heading. The paragraph will not affected by that particular color because we create here selector h1 as a selector. So if you add particular heading tag after this paragraph tag, h1 can be added. So the style will be applied to another h1 also. Means inside body section number of heading tag, number of h1 tag, whenever it find the same style will be applied for many tags. Here some CSS properties are mentioned. First property is color. Color property is used to change color of the text. Its value will be any color name. For example, h1 inside curly bracket color red. Second property is background dash color. It is used to set background color in your web page. Its value will be color name, and for example background color can be applied for heading, for a body tag. So here body inside curly bracket background dash color, then color name is mentioned. Next property is font dash weight. Font weight property is used to bold text. Font weight property is used for bold text. Its value can be bold or from 100 to 900. 100 will be thin text, then 200 will create thinner thick text, then after that 900 will be create bold text, means its thickness will be automatically increased. For example, P inside curly bracket font dash weight colon 300. You can place 700 or above, it will display bold text, and below that it will display the regular text. Then next property is font dash style. Font dash style property is used to italicize text. That means if user want to create italic text, then that italicize the text, at that time font style property is used. Its value will be italic, oblique or normal. It is similar, it is used, italic and oblique is used to display the text in italic, and normal will be remove that particular style, means regular text will be displayed. Then next property is text dash decoration property. This property is used to add text decoration with the help of this particularly strike through mark, underline, overstrike, or to remove underline from links. This text decoration property is used for 4 different purposes. Strike through mark, to create strike through mark, to create underline, to create overstrike, or to remove the underline from links. Mostly its value will be to create line through text, line through value is used. To create underline for text, text decoration colon underline will be used. To create overline, that is line above the text, we can use overline value, and to remove underline we can use none value. For anchor tag, mostly you can remove the underline with the help of this none value, text decoration colon none. For example, here for paragraph tag, text decoration colon underline, means for paragraph P tag it will create underline and for that particular P tag. Then anchor tag, text dash decoration none, means it will remove the underline for that paragraph. After that from that link, Then next property is text dash align. This property generally used to control horizontal alignment of the content. That means paragraph or any body element can be aligned left, right, center or justify. For that purpose text align property is used, and its value is also left, either left, right, center or justify. For example, H1 text align center, that means text will be aligned center, heading will be aligned center. Next property of CSS is font dash family. Font dash family property is used to control the font type. Generally any font name can be provided as a value for this property. For example, P inside curly bracket font dash family colon Arial, means for that paragraph Arial font can be applied. You can place different types of font name here to change the font family, means it will change the font type with the help of this font family property. Then next property is font dash size. Font dash size property is used to change size of the font, or it is used to control the size of font. Its value is any number in pixel, in inch or in mm or in centimeter, cm or in point. For example, if we want to insert the font in change the font size 10 pixel of paragraph, then P inside curly bracket font dash size colon 10 pixel. You can place here IN or MM or CM or PT as a unit to change the font size. Then next property is letter dash spacing. If we want to create space between characters, then this property is used. It helps for controlling spacing between character. Generally, horizontal space between character is particularly increases or decreases with the help of this letter dash spacing property. Its value is also in pixel, in IN, it's in mm, cm or pt. For example, H1 curly bracket letter dash spacing column 5 point means it will create 5 point space in between each letter which is included in heading tag inside body section. Then next property is padding. Padding property generally, if user want to insert some space around the content, at that time this padding property is used. Means add, if we want to add blank space or particularly add padding at that time around text, then padding property is used. Its value is in pixels. For example, H1 padding colon 35 pixel means for heading tag 35 pixel space will be added at left, right, top and bottom side. Then next property is border. Generally it is used to provide border for any content. Means this property is used to add a border inside web page element, inside HTML element. Its value is solid, double, groove, reach, inside, outside, or dotted or dashed border. Mostly these groove, reach as well as inside, outside, these are similar. But if user want to create plain line around any text, any heading also, then solid, double, 2 lines required, then the 2 lines border can be created, dotted border can created and dashed border can be created. It is similar to solid, groove, reach, inside, outside, it is similar to solid. In this way, for example, H1 border colon double border is created around text with the help of this H1 border colon double, means H1 it will be applied for heading tag. Next property is background dash image. To set image as background of your web page, then background dash image property can be used. Evenly, you can add background image for paragraph, background image for any content can also created with the help of this property. Background image can add as a background of whole web page, or for specific paragraph or specific table you can add a background image. Its value will be URL. Inside particularly round bracket we have to write here path of the image. Inside single quote generally path will be added here. X means path of particular image file. For example, here example is provided body. If we want to add a background for whole web page, then we can set background image for body section. So body tag. But in CSS we can create selector as a body, then inside curly bracket background dash image colon, then URL, a compulsory URL word here we have to place after colon, then inside round bracket image path should be provided inside singular bracket, then curly bracket is closed. In this way the background image can be applied with the help of CSS. Then next property is margin left, margin dash left. It is particularly sets margin area on the left side of the element. If user want to set margin at left side, then this property is used. its value is in pixel, point, centimeter, inch, or particularly mm. For example, mostly we provide the value in pixel. H1 inside curly bracket margin dash left colon 10 pixel, that means 10 pixel border will be applied. Then next third type of CSS is external style sheet. The external style sheet is generally used when we want to make changes in multiple web pages at a time. External style sheet is useful to make changes for multiple web pages. It facilitates to change the look of entire website by changing single file. That means we can change the look of entire website. That means website can contain number of web pages, and to change the look of that number of web pages we can use this external style sheet. It uses link tag on every page, and link tag should be put inside head section. Means inside a whole website, each web page should contain link tag inside the head section, and that link tag particularly links external style file, that is external style sheet can be linked with the help of this link tag. An external style sheet can be created with the help of any text editor and must be saved with .css extension. Means external style sheet file have extension .css. The external CSS should not contain any HTML tags. It can contain only selector and its properties along with value. For example, particularly before that link tag and its attribute we have to learn before starting the example. Link tag is used in external CSS which is placed in head section, and link tag is a singular tag. Attributes of link tags are type, href, media and rel. First attribute is type. It is used to specify a type of media. That means as text/css, it allows the browser to ignore style sheet type which they do not support. Means the browser which does not support specific style sheet type, then it will automatically ignore that particularly style. Then second attribute is href. Href attribute is used to specify the path of external .css file that we have to link inside web page. Means href attribute is used to specify the path or URL of external .css file. Then third attribute is media. It specifies on what device the link document will be displayed. That is the particular content on what device it will be linked, that is display with the help of this media attribute. The next attribute is rel. Rel attribute is used to set the relationship between current document and the linked document. Means current web page and the linked document can be particularly specify the particular relationship between the two files with the help of rel, and in we have to use its value as a style sheet. Its value will be style sheet. Next example for external style sheet. Two separate file we have to create. One is HTML file and another will be css file. First, inside HTML file, in head section, HTML head title, then inside head section we have to use link tag. rel equals to style sheet, then type is equal to text slash css, and href is equal to style.css. Means we have to create this separate file style.css, and it can be linked for multiple web pages. For example, we create here one example. We can create link that file for many pages. After that, close head section. Inside the body section, h1 welcome to external css heading is created. Then close body section, close html. Code for style.css will be selector directly h1 inside curly bracket color colon red, then semicolon x property font family, font name we have inserted here. The result will be, its result will be particularly it can be applied red color for this text, and along with which family particular provided here. Okay, thank you. These are 3 types of css we learned in this lecture. So we can particularly start the properties as well as selectors in